Hello everybody and welcome to Talk to Today's Homeowner. I'm Danny Lipford. This is our Facebook feature that we're able to show you all about certain areas of the home that I'm sure you'll be interested in. Today we're going to be talking about pavers thanks to our friends at Pavestone and pavestone.com. So I want to be able to tell you, a little step-by-step how you can actually install a patio yourself or just about any way that you want to use pavers. It's extremely versatile. Now, first of all, reach down and hit the share button so that we can reach as many people as we can, and keep the comments and questions coming. We want to help you as much as we can on that here from Today's Homeowner as well as from our friends at Pavestone. So let's just start out with, let's say, a little imagination. A lot of times we'll do these segments out in real life situations, but I thought I could cover a lot more by bringing you into the workshop here and showing you kind of a step-by-step of what's involved in adding that backyard patio or patio stones, or maybe a little circle around that feature tree that you have in your yard. Either way, Home Depot has everything you need of all of the Pavestone products to be able to get it done at your house. So let's start again with a little bit of imagination and just think about this being the area where you want your patio. And we've already gotten rid of all of the grass and the weeds and the vegetation, and you're looking at dirt. That's the first thing you want to do. Get your dirt in there, grate it out, rake it out a little bit, get an idea of where you want the water to flow. Certainly you want it to flow away from the house. And many times, with a patio, you may, so let's say you have a 12 by 12 patio, you may only need a ½ inch of slope from one way or the other, just so that when the rain hits, it won't sit on it. It'll move from one direction or the other. And a real subtle slope like that, you'll never ever realize that it's not perfectly level. So, and also when you have your ground all prepped there and everything, it's time to break out the tamp. And yeah, this is a lot of fun to work on one of these for a little bit, but all you have to do is basically compress the soil all the way around. If you have a very large area, it may be worth dropping by the Home Depot Rental Center and get you a plate compactor that is motorized, and it'll allow you to cover a lot of ground, and it really gets it nice and packed down. So that's the first step, is getting it ready for the Paver Base. Now the Paver Base comes in bags like this, and you can get this again very easily at Home Depot. And this is a basically recycled concrete. It's crushed stone, comes in a lot of different sizes you'll see here. And if you're doing a traditional patio, you'll need about a couple inches of this to put down first. If you're doing a driveway or something where a vehicle will be driving across it, you'll need a little bit more. But essentially, you just fill up the area. Now, you probably have taken out grass or weeds and everything, so you got a little bit of a recess already, which is good. So this goes in there, and then again, you're grabbing your tamp, and you're just tamping it right on down. You'll be amazed at how hard of a surface you'll be able to create by doing just what I'm talking about here. Then a nice straight 2x4, you and a friend to drag it across the top of that to get it as level as you can and sloped in the direction that you want, away from it. So that's the first step of that. And then after that, you want to put about 3/4 of an inch of paver sand. Now this again is readily available, just like the old playground sand, that packs really well, but also it gives you the really smooth surface to install your pavers. So you're putting this on, and you're not having to compress this or compact that, but you take your 2x4 skid board and just put across the top of it. And, of course, you're covering the whole area. You're getting it nice and ready for your pavers. Then the fun part starts, the installation of the pavers. Now, first of all, you got to make a selection or two at Home Depot on exactly what type of paver that you want. I mean, there's a traditional brick size paver like this, and this one's a gray one. There's a lot of different colors that are available too, so you have to think about what's going to really look good in your backyard and complement all the other architectural and color features that you have on your home. So you can have that. You also can have some of the 12 by 12s like we have here. Now this one, kind of cool that it's got a little pattern in it as well. So you can go with that, and you'll notice that this is only 2 inches thick, which is fine for a patio, but not good for any vehicles that are going across it. You'll want to have a little bit of a thicker one there, just like this. So this is one I've used a lot, but you see how much thicker it is, and that will kind of work you a little bit more during the day because they are heavier. But then you have a lot of other, when you talk about different colors, you can see Now the color there that you may want to go with more of a color like this, just you know, for whatever your house may look like. And also if you're looking at a retaining wall, a lot of times you can really improve your yard considerably by terracing or leveling certain parts of your yard out. And this is basically what you do with this. You see the little lip here, which essentially you're putting this down. You see the finished look on it there. I think it's kind of nice with kind of the rumble look on it. And then when you set the next one on, you're setting that lip right over it, so it has a slight offset, but also a tremendous amount of strength on any type of pressure that you have behind it, because if you get a lot of dirt back there, you've got a lot of pressure against it. So a couple decisions that you have to make there. Next decision, the patterns that you're going to put it down on. So here's just 3 basic patterns that I kind of laid out. This is called a running bond pattern, probably the most popular. And when you get out, say you're doing that patio or the sidewalk, you have to also decide which way you want to go. You want to go away from the house, next to the house. There's almost no rhyme or reason or right answer to that. It's whatever you like in your backyard. So running bond, then you have a little more of a difficult one called a herringbone. And this is a little kind of busy. You know, when you get on a large patio and you do herringbone, it might just be a little too much going on for a lot of people. So that's why the running bond's popular, and also this is very popular, basket weave. As you see, 2 this way, 2 this way, and basically that's how you do it. But I'll tell you another thing that I really like is to use either different material or the same material to create a border. So you get this down right along the outside perimeter of it. Then you just stack these all running in the same way. Then you can bring them around the corner, and you can see how it just defines this a little bit. Again, using your imagination, and you're able to do with different colors. You can even go with different sizes on these. And look how that's starting to look here, and a real almost formal look here. Whereas if you have some of the other colors and larger sizes, it gets a little more informal. So again, your style, whatever you want around your home. But I'll tell you one of the biggest trends that we've seen, and if you saw our recent episode of our Backyard Paradise winter that we shot up in Charlotte, North Carolina, man, it was phenomenal. And boy, did it go fast, because the pavers were actually 2 foot by 2 foot. Now a little bit heavy, but you know, you just have to have a little more time and patience, and maybe another friend or 2 to help out. But boy, it went great and really looked nice in putting all of these together. But the borders, great way to go. Now, you also have available at Home Depot a little angle border that you put around it. It's made basically out of fiberglass or plastic, and you put it down on the ground. You have spikes that go into it, then you lay these pavers right up against it. So that'll allow you to have a nice fine line and allow a little bit of the retention that keeps them from spilling out or moving at any time. But if you do the first part right with the pavers, with the sand and all of that, you put these in place, man, you're pretty much done for a while. One more step. When you get it all done like this, then you want to go back to your sand, sprinkle lots of sand out. You want to just pile it up on there. This is one of the parts of it. You can grab those kids and get them to help you out a little bit. They love playing in a sandbox anyway. And you're able to put that in place, and then get a big, nice, stiff brush or broom and work this in. See, I'm going diagonally across it like this, and you want to get it into those grooves and just keep forcing it and forcing it. Also pick you up an extra bag, because once the rain hits it a little bit, you're going to have the need to put a little bit more in, because you just have to push it down in there and keep working it. And after a while, you've got it all locked in, and you don't have to worry about it. I don't know what it is so gratifying about doing something like this. I guess it's the finishing touches, and it always ends up looking so well. Now this particular brick has a little bevel on it, so it will take a little more work to get all of this down just right. But Mother Nature helps you out on it, and you're able to get everything just right. Fill in all of it. You can kind of get an eye very quickly there what a nice finish that will be on your patio out back. Now, if you want to put the finishing touches and take it a step further, then get some clear masonry sealer. Clear masonry sealer is extremely easy to apply with a pump-up garden sprayer. Put it in your garden sprayer, make sure you get it nice and clean here, and then just spray it on and just put one light coat over the entire thing. By the time you finish that, it has soaked in, started sealing up the pores of the brick. Then you can go back and put another coat on. That's what I'd recommend, at least 2 coats. And it'll help you in a lot of ways. First of all, the rain runs off a lot easier. Stains will not have a tendency to soak down in to the pores of the wood. So, you know, when you're having fun and drinking that red wine, it's okay if you spill a little bit of it, it'll wash right off. That's another benefit. And also, since it seals up the pores of the wood, and it's not like a varnish that's going to put a coating over it, it essentially soaks in, seals up the pores, and prevents water from getting down in the pores of the pavers that can create a lot of problems with mold and mildew. So you're able to do that, you lock everything in, hey, you're done, and this will last a long, long time. And again, you may build just a small patio now. Just go out there and build a 10 by 10, put the grill out there and a couple chairs, you've got a patio. Then when your money, your budget, and time allow you to do a little bit more, add a little bit more here, a little bit more here. I'll tell you one of the advantages of that, and a big advantage of doing a lot of remodeling projects in, you know, in steps like that, is that it gives you a chance to occupy the space and really decide, okay, I need to be twice this big, or you know what, I thought the grill was going to be there, it'd be better over there, let's create a little pad for that. It gives you an opportunity to get in the space, enjoy it right away, and realize what you may want to add to it, because that's one of the things with outdoor living spaces. They keep evolving and evolving because you end up using them more and more, and you end up with a, you know, the fire pit. And boy, let me tell you, the paved stone fire pits are amazing. We recently did an episode, and me and the 2 homeowners built an entire firebox ready to go, a fire pit, in 17 minutes. You'll need to look that up at todayshomeowner.com. And I would encourage you to go to todayshomeowner.com and check out all of the videos that we've produced over the years using different types of paved stone products. And of course, pavestone.com is phenomenal in helping you make the decision, help you design your own, and realize all the things that are out there in the world of pavers. So, hey, I hope that we've been able to share with you a few things, maybe a little bit of inspiration to show how easy it is to create this in your backyard. Do-it-yourself friendly, readily available materials at Home Depot to be able to take care of any kind of idea that you have around your house. Again, comments, questions are all welcome. We'll answer as many as we possibly can. And I really appreciate you being a part of this Facebook Live, and hope that you're able to subscribe to the Today's Homeowner Facebook page so that we can share more information with you. We'll do this every couple weeks or so. I'm Danny Lipford. Thanks for being with us.